Hello everybody. Today is day 13 of the Advent of Code puzzle challenge, and today's puzzle is called the Claw Contraption. So this is like one kind of joystick game where you put in some pennies and then you can move the joystick up and around. But this time it is just that you have two buttons so that you can only move the joystick in one way or another, and it moves in a particular way, so that you have two buttons, and each button has this kind of instruction that how many x coordinates it moves and how many y coordinates it moves. Second button have second coordinates, and your job is to find out that is it possible to have a solution to this kind of problems, that if you press A button sometimes and B button sometimes, can you get to this price location? So this is today's puzzle, and and in the end, in the solution, you have to do so that the button A costs 3 tokens and the button B costs 1 token, and you need to just sum it up. So you need to find the value of how many times you press the A button, how many times you press the B button, and then you check is it possible to get to this position. Yeah. So this is our puzzle today. With the test data, it is that which is it? That second and fourth machines, there is no combination. So the second and fourth does not have a combination, and the first and the third one have. Yes. So let's try to do it. First, if we are doing it, it's if you have, I will even copy a little bit of this data over here. So if you have it somehow like that you have the button A, it has x plus 94 and y plus 34. You don't need this x and y stuff over here at first. These things I understand. And also, well, you need to find those A and B values. So how would I do it is that so I will do it, I will write it as this kind of equation, so that you have A and B, you sum up the x1 is this 94, x1 times the A, and x2 times the B. It has to be the sum of the two buttons, and the same thing is for the y axis, that y1 times y2 equals this big Y. So this is it. This is the linear equation, and yeah, I searched for that, and the general solution for this kind of equation, it is something like that. So that A is this big sum of the x times y2 minus the x2 minus big Y, and also you can see that for A and B, the denominator is the same for both. Yeah, and so that the upper thing is just somehow like upside down for each other. And yeah, if we could just get this input data as a nice data object, and then we just punch it into some method, I think we could solve it. It doesn't seem that difficult. All right, let's try to solve it. So I have my input data over here, and let's try to solve it. So how could we do? For x in, let's don't call it x, let's call it some for k in open, input.txt. So what can we do with this input? Well, first we can split it from the semicolons. Let's do it like that. K equals K dot split. So let's split it. Let's split it from this colon. And if we have a new line, then maybe we don't have to do anything. If K dot strip equal nothing, then just continue. And then let's do something else. Now, if we are splitting it, then let's take that K will be the second part of the equation, and then now we need the 90, 94 and 35. So for that, let's make some array equals K dot split again. Now let's split it at comma and space, and then let's do that. Let's call it x equals array 0. And then let's also do that. Let's split it. Let's split it at this plus sign. Okay. Let's take the second value like this. So this is the way how we could get this 94, and yeah. And we could, I think, also already convert it as an int. And also we can do that. You can see that near the price thing you have this equation sign, not the semicolon. So we could also do that K equals K dot replace the equal sign with a semicolon sign. Like that, so that the price thing is the same as the first ones. All right. For y we have the same kind of thing that we had for x. It's just that this the second element for that from that array. And now maybe let's do that store elements like this. So it is x1, x2, and then the big X, and then the other one is y1, y2, and big Y, like that. And so let's call it somehow X array and Y array equals just a new list. And now let's do that X array dot append X, and then also Y array dot append Y. And now if we are in this latest one, at this price tag, then we need to do some logic. We could do that if the case strip equals the new line, then we will call in this method. But I don't like it because at the test data we don't have this new line at the end. So if you don't put a new line in the end, then it can be buggy, that it doesn't take the last element into account. So I will do so that K split, I will make some new variable over here that f and K equals K split, and if it's if f dot contains if price in F. Then let's just maybe just first print X array. Let's just see how it works. X array, and then print the Y array, and let's clear out what's inside the X array and Y array. So now if we print it, then we should have X values nicely aligned with each other and Y values also nicely aligned with each other. So let's see if it works. What is it? Too many values to unpack. What is it? What was it? K.split. Okay. Let's remove this number 1 over here. Too many values to unpack. What it is? K price split. Shouldn't it be like that? Too many values to unpack. K dot split. Wait. What is it? What is it? Let's debug it. All right. K dot replace. K dot split. Button A. It works. For the second one, it works. For the third one, why it didn't work? What was it? Okay, that wait, yes. We should have put over here, I think, plus sign. Let's see one more time. Yes, very good. Yes, the problem was that before was over here was this semicolon one. I put the wrong thing over here. I wanted to replace this equation sign with a plus sign that x values have. That's between the x value and the number of it. All right. So we got the values like they're supposed to be, so that the x coordinates are stored by one array and the y coordinates are stored by the other array, and this is done by all of the inputs. All right, now we can continue and actually create our method. I will do so that the total equals 0, and we don't need to print them right now. So that this is total plus equal get the find A and B, let's say so, and let's print in x array and y array, find A and B, or find sum, or whatever we call the method. All right. So let's do def find A and B, and as an how would I call the inputs, because while getting those while making those A and B equations, it requires quite many variables, so it will be wise just to call the first array as x and second array as y, so it will be as convenient as possible. So how would I do it? First, maybe I would say that divider is both for A and B, So let's just write what's the divider, the bottom side of the both A and B. So the bottom side is x0 times y1. So the index is less one less than it is in the formula, times y0. So this should be the divider, and then a nominator. A nominator is x second times y1 minus x first times y second. So the index is off by one. Then b nominator is like that. So x0 times y2 minus x second times y0, like y0, yes. And now let's say a equals a nominator divided by divider, b equals b nominator divided by divider. And now in the puzzle description, it was that if it's possible to get to that current position, and well, let's see what it is. Print a and b, then let's say return. With this puzzle challenge, it was that we have to return 2 times the A and just 1 time the B. There was written over here somewhere that it cost 3 tokens to push the A button and 1 token to push the B button. So return 3 times A plus B. Let's just see what it happens. All right, very good. So we can see that the first element is 18.0 and 40. The second element is, well, not an integer, it's a floating number. And that means that the second equation does not have an integer solution. And in our description of this puzzle, they said that only the first and the third one has a solution and the second and the last one does not have. And we can see from this result that the second and last one, they are floating numbers. So we kind of have to skip them somehow. So there was this kind of method that is integer. So it was if a dot is integer and b dot is integer, return 3 times int of a plus int of b. Let both of them be a and b, and if it's not like that, then return 0 otherwise. If it's not like that, return 0, so we don't add anything to our total. All right, that should be it. And then let's just see print total. Let's see what we're gonna get. Wait, sorry. Will it work? 480. 480. What was the yes, between all two prices, the two prices, that is 480. that is the correct solution. Yeah, this was the solution. Yes. So for the big data was quite a lot of those equations. Well, I can punch it in as well, but I'm sure it works. Yeah. So yeah, 30. So yeah, that is the correct solution. So for the second part, it was quite easy with the second part as well. It's just that you had to add this kind of big number. It's 1 with a 13 0. You have to add to the price number, so that the price number will get quite a big. But it's actually not that hard. Yes, so it is. It says that 13 numbers to each one of them, and yeah, and it says that now the second and fourth claw matches. So how it is? So what is the big number? So the big number is something like that. Let's just declare it. Big number equals. I read that there's 13 zeros over here. So yeah. So how could we do? So we need to add this big number only to the price. To the price, we do not need to add it to the A and B. So it is. I will bring this big number down over here. So it should be that if price in F, then we append a little bit bigger number. So it is, let's just take it like that. It is just plus x and plus y, else and else x array and the y array, they just leave as they were before. Let's remove these things like that. And yeah, this is how the second part of the puzzle works. You have to make sure that you don't take this second part input data, because it will mess up the structure. And yeah, even with today's this year's puzzle, you have quite a many times you have already been this kind of int string a plus string b, where you need to just concentrate, just like to just add them up, or just like take the one number and then put the other number to the backside of the first one. But this time you just need to add it. So this is something that you need to be careful about. And yeah, this is it. We can also put print A and B over here as well. So yeah, so if I'm right, then in the second part, the second and the fourth one was the ones that worked. And yeah, second and the fourth one are the ones that have a nicer number that are divisible by the divider. That yeah. So anyway, that's about it. I hope you liked this puzzle, and let's see you tomorrow.